So today I wanted to talk about something a little bit different than normal. And I want to talk a bit about motivation. It's Monday. Let's call this Monday motivation, right? All right. So what I want to talk about today is that it's not necessarily the fail, the mistakes and so forth that defines you, right? What defines you is what you do afterwards. So let me explain that a little bit. We are all human and we do make mistakes and we do things at times that we don't want to do, but we just do them, right? Like let's talk about diet because this is what this channel is about, doing the carnivore diet and so forth. And there are times that we fall off, right? We eat things that we shouldn't. And sometimes even it spirals on us and it happens for more than just one time or a day or a week or 2 weeks. Sometimes it's even a month or something, right? And then people hopefully are able to get back into it and realize the mistakes they had. Now, it could just be one day of bad eating, whatever it is. But what I want you to understand is that mistakes do happen. We do things that we know isn't necessarily good for our health, that we shouldn't eat, and that happens. And there is nothing you can do about it. We don't have the ability to time travel into the past or the future, as far as I know, for that, right? But we don't have that ability to time travel. We cannot change what just happened or what happened yesterday or a week, a month ago, whatever. We can't change that. But what we can do is we can make sure that we do exactly what we should do afterwards to get back up. That's what really defines us, right? So that's the thing. What we do afterwards is what really defines us. We could sit there and say, you know what, woe is me. I messed up. I gained 2 pounds this past week, 5 pounds, whatever, because I fell off plan and even though I know that I shouldn't, I ate badly. No, that isn't what we should do. What we should do is recognize the mistake and get back on it and say, I'm going to be even better this week. I'm going to do exactly as I need to do because I know how important it is for my health. And that's what truly defines you, not, oh, I messed up, that type of thing. It's how you get back up. So there's this movie, Batman Begins, I believe was the movie, right? I know it's a movie, whatever, but it has this very powerful thing that happens. So Bruce Wayne, as a child, falls into the cave, right? He falls, he gets hurt, and um, the butler Alfred gets him, right? And he tells him, "Why do we fall? We fall so that we learn how to get ourselves back up." It's the same thing with dieting. Not everybody can be perfect. We make mistakes so that we learn how to go on and continue and do it without the mistake as long as we can go. Now, obviously, we're human, so it might happen again, might be a different circumstance, whatever. But again, it goes back to what happens afterwards is what really defines us, right? Me, if I make a mistake, I need to recognize it and move on and try my best not to make that mistake again. And that can be for anything, but I know this channel is about dieting and the carnivore diet and getting healthy and stuff. So that's what we want to focus on here. Health is so important. It really is. And there's so many different variables out there that can influence us and make us make mistakes and do things that we know we shouldn't do, eat things that we shouldn't, especially this time of year. We're what, 5 days, 4 or 5 days away from Halloween. There's a lot of candy out there. There's candy in the stores. There's people that are going to be passing out candy to kids for trick or treating. You can obviously pass out other things, but that's the most generally accepted thing is candy. So candy's out there everywhere. There's so many temptations this time of year. Hopefully, we don't make that mistake and eat the bad things that we shouldn't. But if we do, it's not that we ate something bad that defined us, it's how we deal with it afterwards. Do we pick ourselves back up, learn from our mistakes, and get stronger and get healthier? That's the key. So, that is my message here today. I want you to understand that it is okay if you mess up. Try and get better and have less mistakes over time as you continue to go. And as you go and you give yourself more motivation and, just eat cleaner and cleaner as you go, there's going to be less mistakes because you're not going to crave or be tempted by those foods as much. But again, it's how we define ourselves is by getting back up, what we do afterwards. And that's the key.